today we're talking about my client onboarding process. This is so important. It is such an important topic, and I'm going to tell you why. I believe that so many coaches and service professionals, they focus on getting more clients, right? You know, you want to make more money, so that's where your focus is, but not too many people focus on what happens after you get the client, right? And this is really, really important. This is the delivery on how you onboard new customers and new clients in your business, whether you sell coaching services or whether you sell digital products, a course, whatever it is, onboarding has to happen. Now, obviously, you know, this is the Female Coaches Society, and I work with coaches and service professionals. So today's content is more geared to that. However, I believe even if you sell a course or digital products, you are going to find some value, and you're going to be able to take what I share with you today and customize your own onboarding process. Okay, so let's jump in. Hey, good morning, Karen. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy February 1st. Good morning, Cammie. So listen, it all starts with, well, let me do my welcome. I forgot that my video guy has to like edit this thing. I'm all excited. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to Money Marketing Monday with Nyala. I am your host of the Female Coaches Society. Every Monday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do Money Marketing Monday to give you content, all to help you master your messaging and your marketing so you can make more money in your business. Now, what I do is I help coaches find and market their unique message so they can consistently sign high-paying clients. And your onboarding process is a part of that, okay? It is a part of that, right? So let's talk about why having an onboarding process is important. Number one, happier clients. Yeah, you know, you want happier clients. Number two, better communication. Right. So I want you guys to think about when you make purchases, especially high-end purchases. Like my clients invest a lot of money to work with me. You want to feel like you can communicate with the team, or you can communicate with the coach that you hired, your mentor, right? So better communication. Number three, better positioning. And when I say positioning, I mean in terms of professionalism, right? And so this is something that is really important. Customer service is important. You know, companies have failed because of bad customer service, especially in this online world. You get unhappy with a particular business, and you can literally go online and talk about it and destroy a company's reputation when it comes to this online space. It's so different from how it used to be in the business world, right? And so you want to think about your customer service and think about your professionalism and how it looks when a person joins your products, your programs, and your services, okay? Number four, less customer service requests. Okay. So, you know, if a person joins your program and they don't know how to get the content, or they don't know how to get on the calls, or whatever, they don't know where to find their coaching agreement that they have to sign or make their payments, whatever it is, guess what happens? They start to write customer service. And if you are running a team like me, then guess what? You're paying for them hours. Right? You're paying for that time. So less customer service requests when you have a good onboarding process. And last but not least, less chargebacks. Okay. So chargebacks is when people ask for refunds. And, you know, when I was writing this in my notes, I was thinking to myself that I rarely ever, like in my whole time since 2012 of doing business, I've probably had 2 people request a refund. And it's not because I'm perfect, because I'm not, I'm far from it. But I think, and I can't even say that it has everything to do with the onboarding process, but I do think the onboarding process makes it better on top of the way I interact with my customers and my clients. But it's, you know, you don't want people asking for refunds. You want people to love working with you. And so that's why you got to have an onboarding process in place. So I have a question for you guys. If you have an onboarding process in place, I want you to give me a yes below. If you do not, I want you to give me a no. Okay, guys, respond to me. Okay. So Good morning, Victoria. What's up, girl? Happy Monday. Happy February 1st. Hi, Anna. Hey, Elaine. Good morning. Onboarding really lays a solid foundation. Yep, you're absolutely right. So give me a yes below if you have an onboarding process in place already, and give me a no if you don't. It's okay if you don't. I got something for you today. We'll talk about that at the end, but I just want to know where you guys are at. This is how I help, customize the content to really be valuable for you. Okay, so just respond to me below. All right, so let's get into today. We're going to talk about my onboarding process. First, I'm going to give you 2 tips, and then I'm going to go through exactly what I do in my back office. All right. So the first tip is you want to templatize your repeatable aspects of your business, right? And so bringing on new clients is what I call a repeatable process, right? So it's something that you do all the time. So just think of like Money Marketing Monday. This is something that I do every single Monday. So it's a repeatable thing that I'm doing. So I should always be trying to figure out, how can I create templates? How can I create a process? How can I, set this up that's going to make it easier so I'm not spending a lot of time doing the same thing every week? Does that make sense? And so you want to get into the mindset of paying attention to all the actions that you take in your business. What are those actions that are repeatable that you do all the time? And how can you templatize it? I don't know if that's a word, but yeah. How can you create templates, right? My second tip is, how can you create repeatable assignments? So this goes to if you're working with a VA, you're working with a team. One of the things that we do in our back office is we use Trello. Somebody write Trello below for me downstairs, okay? We use Trello. I'm downstairs, down in the comments. Somebody write Trello for me. So we use Trello, and this is our project management software, okay? And so when you get into Trello, you would see that for the entire year, we already know what our content topics are for each month and what our Money Marketing Monday topics are going to be for each week. Okay. And then in the cards itself, we have something that we call a workflow. All right. Some of this stuff is going to be new to you guys, but you guys said that for 2021, you want to bring it. So if you want to bring it, this is what it takes to grow a successful service-based business. All right. And to position yourself to be in the position to scale. All right. So this is why this is important. Okay. So under the card, we have workflows, and the workflow is the same every week. And my team knows what they're in charge of, right? So the graphic designer knows what she has to do. The person that does the transcribing and creating the social media posting, the writing itself, she knows what to do. My video guy knows that every Monday he takes this video, he cuts it up into an IGTV video, a podcast, a YouTube, and he makes it, puts it all in the Google Drive. So that way the social media person that schedules our content has access to it to go and put it out. See? So these are repeatable assignments that my team does every single week, right? And so when you template things and you use the right tools like Trello, another one is Asana, that's another project management software. When you template things and you use the right tools, then you're going to make your business run more efficiently. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a 1 below if that makes sense, okay? Give me a 1 below if that makes sense. All right. All right. So now you know why this is important. I gave you my 2 tips that I think will help you. Let's talk about my onboarding process. Okay. So I believe that just like in your marketing, before you actually get the client, we talk about touch points. Have you ever heard of touch points? If you've heard of touch points before, write touch points below. So in marketing, they say that in order to get someone to buy, they have to touch you or have a touch point for at least 7 times. Okay. And so that's the reason why coaches like me, who helps you with your marketing, always says, show up every day, be consistent, don't hide, right? Because the more people see you, you stay on top of mind. And when they are ready to invest to fix the problem that they have, they are going to think of you first, right? So that's the reason why you got to have those touch points. Well, there are touch points in your onboarding process as well, right? So I put out the post yesterday in the group where I said, let's say you get a new client and your program is $10,000. Like, for example, my Market Your Message program, we just raised the price to $15,000, right? And so you go and you drop $15,000 or you sign a $15,000 contract if you do payments. And the first thing that comes to your mind when you make a investment like that is a little bit of fear, a little bit of, like you're like, okay, I hope I made the right decision. Okay, I can't believe I just invested this much, but I'm ready to grow my business. And these feelings come up, right? Well, when your client gets your onboarding package from you, all of a sudden they sigh of relief because they know that they've made the right decision, right? And so this is the reason why not only do you want touch points in your marketing, but you want touch points in your onboarding, all right? So I'm going to talk about my first touch point or my first set of touch points. Number one is I do a welcome video. I hope you guys are taking notes because I'm getting into content now. You can write it below for me, someone, but also make sure you're taking notes, okay? So the first thing is I have a welcome video. I use a software called Bonjour. Bonjour. It's an app on my phone, and it's a unique video. So I would open it up and I'll just be like, let's say Elaine is here. So I would say, hey, Elaine, oh my goodness, I'm so excited that you joined the Market Your Message program. I cannot wait to get started with you. Make sure that you check your email because your onboarding package is going to be on its way. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Now, obviously, I might change it up because it's not something that I have a script for. I'm a very personable person in that way. So because I know Elaine and because she's in my group and, I had a sales call with her, I might say something like, I know that you were a little fearful, or I know that this, but don't worry. I got you, girl. We getting ready to get started. See you soon. Right? So that's a welcome video. All right. And what it does is it shows excitement, and it also tells a person the next steps, what's coming next. Okay. The second touch point is a welcome email, guys. So welcoming people to your program, welcoming people to your course. I told you, even if you're not a coach and you sell a course or you sell a digital product, this is how you retain customers. So many people are focused on how can I get new customers instead of being focused on how can I make sure people stay with me, where they want to pay me over and over and over again. So just because you sell a digital product doesn't mean that you don't send a welcome like, hey, thanks for investing and getting this. This is going to help you do this. My name is Nyala, showing your personality and getting people engrossed into your brand. This is important. All right. Now your welcome email, you keep it short and you keep it simple to the point. All right. I told you that I have a gift for you in the title. I'm actually going to put it below right now. I'm going to put it below right now, but it's also in the title. So for anybody that wants to save time, I'm giving you my onboarding package. Okay. Give me 1 second and then we'll continue. I'm giving you my onboarding package so you can use what I have, my welcome email. I'm going to go through everything that's included at the end, but I'm going to just drop it for you now because I know who my ideal clients are. And I know that some of you just be like, okay, I just want to get into this right now. So there's my onboarding package in the comment section. Okay. So you want to make sure that your welcome email is short and simple and to the point. The third touch point is having a welcome gift. Okay. So this is something that I'm starting. I wanted to start this in 2020, but COVID came, all type of things happened. But when I first got the idea to do the welcome gift was my mentorship program that I joined at the end of 2019. Y'all know I got the best mentor ever. And she sent me a beautiful, it would look like a Coach bag, but it's also a roll-in. It can hold my laptop. I actually take it to my treatments now. I've traveled with it. It holds everything, but it's sexy. It has like leopard print, and then it had all a bunch of I had a book with affirmations. I got some makeup because she knows that I love eyeshadows and stuff. It had eyeshadows. Oh, I got so many things in there, and I opened it live so everybody could see what I got as my welcome gift. And when I got that, it made me feel so good that I said that no matter what, when a person joins my program, I want them to feel like that too, right? So what we do is one of my clients, her name is Andrea Gross. She is a confidence coach. She created this book. Can you guys see this? Hold on, let me make sure. Can you guys see this? Beautiful. Our colors, our brand colors is very similar, so it worked out perfectly. So it's called Activate Your Confidence, okay? And this is her book. You can put your daily affirmations. As you can see, I use it myself, the get it done list, your appointments, and everything in here. So this is one of the gifts that we give our clients. And my client actually created this in our program from her signature system. So I love it. Another thing is, hold on. Another thing we have here is we have some folders that says, see it? Market your message, right? And so what we will put in here is a welcome packet, a roadmap showing them what it's going to be like coaching with us, right? And I don't have the other thing, but a nice little journal, all right, where people can start to journal in the morning. If they do read their Bible or whatever it is that they do in the morning, they get a nice little journal, all right? So that's a welcome packet. All right, so those are the 3 first touch points that you can do for your client. Welcome gift, I think, is more for high-end programs. I wouldn't do that for a course. I wouldn't do that for a digital product. But if you have a high-end program, and high-end for me, people say 2,500 and up, but in my world, I feel like high-end is 5,000 and up, right? But 2,500 is where I start with clients because some people are not mentally ready to charge 5,000 yet, right? But if you got a program that's so high in an investment, then yes, I think a welcome gift is a great touch point. Okay. Are you guys following me here? Let me know. Are you guys following me here? Okay. Hey, Tisha, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy February 1st. Hello, Deborah. The app is called Bonjour, Bonjour. Okay. All right, let's continue. So now we have laying down the groundwork, more touch points. So in your email, you want to tell them how to reach us, right? So the way I have it set up is, and again, this is my onboarding process. Everyone's own can be customized to your personality and how you like to work. It does not have to be exact, but today I am giving you my process, okay? So my coaching program is broken into 3 sections: the course material, the coaching, and the community, okay? So in Teachable, which is what I use to put my course materials in, my coaching materials, there is a welcome module. And in that module, it tells them, this is our customer service email. This is how you book your monthly appointments, because my clients get one-on-one call a month with me. So this is how you book your appointments. It kind of lays the groundwork and tell them the best way to communicate with me. Got it? I also give my high-end clients my cell phone number. So that's something I do. Again, you don't have to, but I believe that if people are investing that level, they should have access to you, not a team. Yes, you got my team, but my clients have direct access to me, right? So that's all in the first module of Teachable, all right? Next touch point, I've already given you welcome video, welcome email, welcome gift shift, how to reach us by email. The next one, number 5, is inviting them to a private Facebook group. So that's the community part of my program. So if you have a private Facebook group for your clients, make sure that you're telling them how to become a member and what they're able to do in there, whether they're able to ask their questions, they're able to go live, whatever happens in the community. You want to let them know that, okay? Next touch point, I kind of talked about already, but your meeting and call schedule. So I'll give you an example. With my program, my high-end program, Market Your Message, we do one accountability call every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Before I got sick, and we're getting ready to start this back in the second quarter, but before I got sick, we did 3 calls a week. So on Tuesday was our structure call, our foundation call. So anybody that's that just started and they're putting together their story and their offer or whatever, they would come on the Tuesday call to get help. On Thursday was our launch call. So anybody who was launching or doing a challenge or doing a summit or whatever they're doing to launch out and get clients, they would come to the Thursday call to get coaching. And then on Sunday is our accountability session. Okay. So that's 3 calls. And that means that I need to tell them, hey, this is our call schedule. This is the link. This is the time that we meet. That's the next touch point that you want in your onboarding session. Again, if you do this, you got less customer service requests, less chargebacks, happier clients, better professionalism, everything. It's just a benefit for your business to have this type of stuff laid out. And if you templatize it because it's something that you do repeatedly, you will not have to be overworking. There was a point, guys, where, and this was way back when, that I used to do all of this myself. Like literally every time I got a new client, I would have to go into coaching agreement, change out the name, change out the price, email this, and it was a lot until I created the templates. And it's the same templates that I'm giving you today, right? Now, there are programs that do this for you. I think Cami, are you still here? Cami, are you still here? I think Cami might know about this. I'm trying to think if Cami is who I'm talking about. I think that she does this for clients, but Dubsado, people talk about Dubsado. I've never used it, although I've hired coaches that used it. So I've used it as a client, not as a coach. I've never used the software and it just doesn't work for me. It's your preference. I like personal touches. Okay. I believe in that. That is one of the values that my company stands on. So that's why I do not like softwares, but there are softwares that can do this for you. All right. All right. And if you want the softwares, let me know. I'll post a question in the group. I'm sure we have many virtual assistants and project management people in our group that will be more than happy to come and share what they use. Look, one of my team leads, Katrina, she's saying Dubsado because she uses Dubsado, right? So there you go. All right, so let's keep going. So a meeting, you let them know the schedule. Then you let them know the phases that is going to be like when they work with you. All right. So, oh, really, Sophia? Okay. Alicia, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy February 1st. Okay, Sophia, thank you for letting me know. I've never used it. So, but that's great. And if you have experience, Sophia, write me. Maybe you could come and do a live when we do our training and teach people, right? Because I don't know about it, but there may be people who want to use the software. So remember I told you I give clients this? Well, one of the things that we have is phases. So these are the phases of how you work with us, right? Maybe you're a website designer and your phase 1 is you do an onboarding call and then they have to submit certain work. And then after a certain amount of time, you give them the first draft and then, right? So what are your phases on how you work? How do people work with you? That's the next touch point that you want to make sure that you give them. All right. What do you need? Like, what do I need? What do you need from them? If you're a website designer, you may need passwords. If you're a social media manager, you may need access to certain things. So you'll tell them, hey, sign up for LastPass. If you don't know what LastPass is, that's a way to work with a team and contractors without ever having to give them your passwords. Highly suggest that you guys do that if you're getting into hiring. Okay. So what do you need from them? These are the things that you want to tell them. Right? You have to have, I'm going to call this an all-in-one email. So you got your welcome email, but then you give them the process email that may go out a couple hours later or the next day that tells them the process, exactly what you need from them, and lays everything out. The goal is to make sure that everything is systematic. That's the goal. Making sure that you answer questions that they're going to have before they actually have it, right? That's how they sigh of relief. That's how they feel confident knowing that they joined the right program with the right person and that they can get started right away. Does that make sense, guys? I'm going to go through it again. Sophia said, this is a great framework. I use Dubsado to automate some of the steps with my clients who are coaches for their one-on-one clients. Yes, this is good. This is good. Okay. So those are my touch points. That's how I do things in the back end. Like I said, if you grab the onboarding package, let me tell you what I have in there, and then I'm gonna recap. I gave you a welcome packet. Okay. So this like your new client kit. What's included is a coaching agreement. The next one, and your coaching agreement just basically sets expectations for you and your client. Okay. The next thing I gave you is a privacy policy. It's what it sounds like. It just verifies that everything is confidential. I'm never going to share anything that you share with me. You know, I'm not going to steal your ideas, so you could feel confident, and that you can't take my stuff, right? You can't take my content. This happened. Ooh, story time. This happened to me in, I think it was 2013 when I did Slay Your Brand. So my first coaching program was called Slay Your Brand. And it was great. It was a good program. And there was a lady that was a part of the program, and she was also had a nonprofit. And about 3 months after the program ended, I saw on her Facebook that she was raffling off my coaching materials. At that time, I did not have what I have now. I didn't have everything set up in Teachable. I didn't have privacy policy. I didn't have copyrights. I didn't have any of that then. I just had the program. It was in a Facebook group. I would go live. I would teach. I would create things in Google Docs and just give them what they need. And so she decided to raffle off my stuff for a nonprofit. Number one, that was so in non-integrity. It was crazy, but it was a learning lesson for me. And it's probably the reason why I have such an airtight onboarding process now. I was so hurt. I was so upset. I wasn't as mature as I am now, you know? So I did get a little crunk with her because I just couldn't believe that she was doing that to me. And she, you know, was like, I paid for this, so it's mine. I paid for this. I'm like, no, you paid for me to teach you, but you can't resell my stuff. You can't raffle off my stuff. Like, that was crazy. So this is why you need to have a privacy policy, and you need to have these things in place for your business, okay? This is why we have lawyers. And if you're not in the position to have a lawyer for your company yet, you better have this onboarding process and all this paperwork to give your clients. Because let me tell you something, when you're looking to grow to the levels that I know in my heart you guys want to get, it gets real out here. Okay, so that's my quick story. The next thing in this onboarding package is a payment arrangement form. So just letting them know this is your payment date, and this is what it's going to pull out automatically on this date, on this, and the card number or whatever that they purchased. Let's say they purchased through a card or however you have yours set up. Okay. The next thing is your coaching success guidelines. So this is just a form that I give you that kind of tells you, you know, clearly lays out what your sessions are going to be like. So that way you can be very productive with your clients. The next one is an ongoing coaching form. So it's something that a client can evaluate themselves in between each session with you. This really works if you are doing more one-on-ones with your client, just to know, like, okay, these are the goals that you set at the last one-on-one. What did you accomplish? You know, this is your benchmarks, the dates. What did you not accomplish? What do you need to be held accountable for? That type of stuff. And then last but not least, a business goal worksheet. So I like to get this from clients in the beginning, just so I can know, like, what's your goals? Why did you hire me? And what are you trying to accomplish? Because not only do I need to hold you accountable, but I need to hold myself accountable to make sure that I'm helping you with that. Does that make sense? So that is what's included in the onboarding package that I have for you guys. All you got to do is click the link up there or below, go ahead and get it and edit it out, add your logo, your branding colors, everything, and you'll be good to go. All right. You also get my welcome email. That's in the welcome packet section. So it's awesome. All right. So now let's go back through my touch points again, and then I'm going to leave you guys. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. And I am going to answer your questions. Okay. So we need to have template things, and we need to create repeatable assignments for our clients. Those are my 2 top tips. You want to have several touch points, the same way you have in your marketing. You want to have it in your onboarding process. I do a welcome video with Bonjour, a welcome email. And if you are a high-end coach, then, I suggest coming up with a gift, right? So no matter what you do, I don't care. Let's say you are a high-end health coach. Well, what can you give them? Can you send a branded measuring tape, maybe a bottle? Oh, I don't have my water, but I have this big gallon of a gallon, and on it says like 9 a.m., 7 a.m., hydrate yourself, 9 a.m., keep going, and it's nice. And I use it every day to make sure that I'm drinking my gallon of water. That's something you could buy for your clients and give it away. Just think about what I do and what can I give them that will be a nice welcome gift that will give a nice touch to my services. Okay. The next thing is making sure they know how to reach you by email. The next is making sure they know how to join your Facebook group or your social accounts or whatever it is that you have, because every business is different. The next one is making sure they know the schedule of your calls, the schedule, whether it's a group sessions or one-on-one sessions, what's the schedule, how do they book, all of that. Where do they get the replays, all of that. You need to let them know that. And then also letting them know the phases of working with you. So this is what it's going to be like. This is the roadmap. This is what I'm going to need from you to be able to do the job. This is especially for people who are done for you. So I am a coach, but I also run a done for you agency. One of my clients are here below, and we use Trello for our clients as well. So the minute, and she could probably tell you, the minute she hired us, we set up the board. We have we know all their social accounts. We got everything set up. Repeatable. We do their videos. We do their social content. We do that. And we spent the first month making sure that it was set up in a repeatable and systematic way. And that instills confidence in your clients. Okay. So make sure that you're doing that as well. I want to thank you guys for joining me for Money Marketing Monday. I will definitely be back next Monday with some more training for you all.
Market your message.
Market your message.
Market your message.
Market your message.
Market your message. Market your message. Market your message. Market your message. Market your message.
Market your message.